New this morning, there are hundreds of dead birds washing on shore at the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. Meteorologist Heather Bricca tells us why you might see these dead birds and what to do.
It's a quiet, chilly day on the beach at Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. But this past weekend, some people saw dead birds washing on shore.
So it was a little bit of a surprise to see so many so quickly.
More than 400 bird carcasses appeared on the park's beaches, and they're calling it a large outbreak.
Now over 400 just since Saturday, just in the lakeshore, which is a relatively high number for us and is our biggest outbreak in at least 7 years.
Sleeping Bear Dunes wildlife biologist Cavalieri says the cause is likely due to avian botulism.
We think that's because it's been exacerbated by basically a suite of invasive species. So zebra and quagga mussels went into the lake. They've actually, by filtering out things in the lake, have made it clearer, which sounds like a good thing, but it allows sunlight to penetrate deeper into the lake. And that allows for the growth of this Cladophora algae on the lake bottom in certain locations.
When the algae dies, there's not much oxygen left in the lake. Bacteria starts to grow and then it produces a toxin.
Then basically cascades up the food chain from invertebrates to fish, including the invasive round goby, which then these fish-eating birds eat. And so the toxin comes up into the birds and it can actually kill them.
Cavalieri says avian botulism is heavily impacting the long-tailed duck and a few common loons. If you find one of these dead ducks,
don't touch it. I want them, if it's in the park, contact me or the park office. If it's out on another beach outside the park, please contact the Michigan DNR and just let them know that you're seeing dead waterfowl on the beaches.
The sightings are concentrated in southern parts of the park, from Empire into Platte Bay and outside the park in Glen Arbor.
We haven't had a really big outbreak since about 2016, but this is actually now vying with that as perhaps a big or maybe even bigger outbreak than that was. And we started seeing them on Saturday morning.
The park is sending bird carcasses to the U.S. Geological Survey to confirm that this is an avian botulism outbreak. In Leelanau County, Heather Bricca, UpNorthLive News.
Park says the number of dead birds is slowly decreasing, but you still may spot some in the next couple of weeks.